Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our Polo Line viewers to the Bipolar Question Club for our second match of the day of the UAE Federation Cup 2024 between Bhansali Polo and Lamar Polo. Lamar in the green, Bhansali in their orange shirts here this afternoon. Rishi is back again with his team. And the lineups there. On the field will be, playing at number 1 for Bhansali will be Rishi Bhansali. Playing at number 2 will be Ariel Ponzi Paisa. At number 3 is Abdullah Diko. And at number 4 is Gonzalo Santamarina, an 8-goal team. And they'll be against the 8-goal team of Ryan Al-Jaji at number 1. At number 2, Mohamed Khalid. At number 3 will be Manu Perez. And at number 4 will be Javier Cholo Guerrera. Manu quite distinctive with his red helmet on there. Diko and Paisa with similar coloured helmets for Bhansali. And our umpires out on the field are Peter Wright and Jason Dixon, with Matthias Boeni on as third man. So we're starting off in front of the clubhouse here for the first couple of chukkers, and then we'll come over to the middle of the two fields for the last two chukkers. So Jason on the far side lines the two teams up and bowls that ball into play. Off the line it comes. Chulu comes in to pick that one up. Santarina in there with him, just putting a little bit of pressure on him as well. And he steals that one away. Santarina but couldn't take that any further, but we got a whistle on the play. You see as he tries to come in onto that one there. Thought he could steal it away, but the umpires had other ideas, and it's now a spot penalty here for Lamar and Cholo Guerrero. Chulu on the play here, brings that up. Closes the angle down towards the middle of the field, and Rishi comes forward with it here now. Looks to go himself as Manu's just sort of held up a little bit there. Shows too much to Santarina onto that one there, and Santarina picks up the play here now there with Chulu. Looks to send that one away. Base dummy play this time. Sends it up forward here now. It possibly shows a little bit too much of that one there to Chulu as he gets that pony going. Looking for the backhand. Goes with the backhand out there for Manu. Manu coming up onto this one. Met though there by Paisa. Paisa up on the play. Paisa with the ball. Turns, comes back inside. Manu steals that one away, and again we get that whistle on the play. Not cleanly on that line out, hadn't turned directly up towards him. And you can see on the replay that Paisa has the ball there, and he turns and he's across that line. And so we end up with a spot penalty here now from the midfield for a 5B in favour of Bhansali Polo. Being teed up by Gonzalo Santamarina. Players called. Santamarina. Coming up to this one here now. Goes with the one-time play. It's along the ground, trying to get that for Paisa, but Chulu looking after the middle of the ground. Comes off the pony. Manu comes in, ties it up here now for Lamar. Going to give him support. There is Chulu. Chulu in there with Santamarina. Turns away from the play, making a bit of space for himself, getting up away there from Paisa. Looks to... Oh, I thought he was going to check up and come inside. He went forward, and Paisa says, I'll have a bit of that, but it comes off the pony. First onto it is going to be Santamarina. Santamarina gets hooked off out of it. Near side play there by Manu. Manu picks this one away here now. Goes with the shot and straightens this one up. Looking there for Khalid Umran out the front there. Backhand, Mohamed Khalid rather. The backhand comes in there by Rishi. Good play by him, but it's picked up there by Manu, and he loses that play there, and Paisa's working on it there with Chulu, but Chulu comes up with the spoils. Chulu managed to regain his mallet once more, brings it forward again, checks up to see who's in front of him, who's behind, comes away, looking to get away there from Paisa. Big bump on a ride-off, comes in, he retains possession, flicks that one away. He's going to have to yield off. It is Santamarina, allow him to have that next play on the ball. Chulu this time sends that one forward, looking for Manu, or looking for Ryan up the front door there, pushing and clearing the way nicely there is Mohamed Khalid, but the ball looks like it's just going to drift out over the back line. So the ball's placed on the back line here now for Bhansali Polo, and it looks like it's going to be Paisa to bring it in here this time. Paisa taps out across the face of goal. Diko looking for a little bit of space, trying to get away there from Ryan. and it is going to be Paiza. Sends this one up the middle of the field, looking to get that one up here now. But first onto it is going to be Chulu. Gets away there from the hooking attempt from Santarina, brings it back to about the halfway line, making a bit of space for himself. Manu comes in to keep Santarina off that play, so Chulu can turn nicely round forward, and he sends that ball up the front door here now, looking for Mohammed Khalid. Mohammed Khalid just slipped. Rishi on this one here now, looking for a one-top. Got a little bit of a bounce and couldn't pick it up, and Rishi looking to get that one. Oh, and in comes Ajaji, but it came off the post, and it's now picked up and turned, and the play turns back into attack there for Paiza. Paiza sent that ball out towards the side. He reckoned the player came across in front of him and blocking that play, and it's Chulu who comes to pick it up here now. Chulu working it back towards goal. He gets hooked off out of it, and the ball goes out over the back line. So all a little bit tense here in this first chukker so far. And let's see what the umpires decide, if it's going to go, if it came off a defender's mallet or it actually came off the attacker's mallet. We can see if we can see anything on the replay. See, Chulu's coming forward here now. Paiza comes in onto that one then. Couldn't quite see in the traffic from my view. So anyway, we're nearly halfway through the chukker, so the players are going to leave the field and quickly change ponies. And the ball's been dropped down there on the back line. So we'll be starting off with a hit out. Not terribly clear. I think it may be a clash of sticks, and the two sticks clashing and the ball popping out in between them, and out over the back line it went. So it has been dropped on the back line here now, as the players quickly change ponies. So it all started off with the attack there, with Mohammed Khalid trying to get that one through the goals, and unfortunately couldn't finish it off. Ryan Alajaji had a hit of it as well, but unfortunately it came off the post. Paiza pushes it out towards the side, and Chulu picked it up and came back in, facing towards goal once more. So the umpires just giving the players a bit of a chivvy along there to get back into play. Chulu just getting his stirrups adjusted, or no, rather getting his spurs taken off, and it's brought back into play here now by Paiza. Paiza opens that one up and looking to unleash Bhansali, but going back with him there is going to be Chulu. Chulu comes in with the ride-off, just pushes him wide, plays a nice near-side backhand and pushes that one back in towards the middle of the field. And Manu quickly round up onto this one here first. Manu Perez onto that one there. Manu Perez straightening up here now, looking to get away from the hooking play. Got half hooked off out of it, and it's now picked up and tidied up there by Paiza. Paiza there with Alajaji. Paiza, Alajaji comes into him on that one there, and we get a whistle on that play. Just coming in from behind. And you can see as Paiza on the replay brings his ball out, and Alajaji just comes in from behind and smothers him in the play. And of course, Rishi was out there in front waiting for a pass, I think it was. And so this is being moved up here now to the halfway line. For a spot penalty in favour of Bhansali. Being teed up there by Gonzalo Santamarina. Gonzalo. Dico looking to try and get into some space there, being well marked by Ryan Alajaji, and it's going to be Gonzalo sends that one up forward, looking now for Rishi. Rishi in there. Rishi in with the play, but it gets taken away there by Chulu, and Chulu out towards the clubhouse side here now. Chulu left that one behind. Manu tries to pick it up onto the near side. It left in turn there for Rishi. Sends the backhand in, but first back onto it. Looks like it's going to be Mohammed Khalid. Couldn't quite pick up the backhand on that occasion. It's going to be Manu Perez once more. Set sail forward now here, up onto the play. Keeps it short, away there from Santarina. Looks for the big long shot to send it up forward for Alajaji, but first onto it is going to be Paiza. Paiza there being hassled by Chulu. Paiza and Chulu. Paiza, he fishes around and tries to pick that one up, does so. Picks this one up and tries to send a little backhand, but it's picked up here now by Santarina. Santarina just been stopped there. He just has to yield, sit forward. Under the neck he goes with that one there. Up the front door it is, but there's two green shirts up there first with Manu in there. And we get a whistle on the play as Paiza comes in with the ride off. So let's see on our replay here now. The ball drops down there and just comes in with a bit of a bump. Not quite shoulder to shoulder possibly on that one, the umpire's deeming. So this is now going to be brought to the halfway line in favour of Lamar. Being teed up there by Chulu. So Chulu taps it forward here now. Is Marcus Santamarina, so he pulls that one straight up over the top of the players here now. And it's Deco looking to get back onto this one first, and it just goes wide. There was enough on that one there to carry it all the way, but it literally just a metre or two wide to the right-hand side. So the ball's on the back line here now for Bhansali Polo to bring back into play. Paisa brings this forward here now. Taps it forward. Goes out towards the clubhouse side. It goes in the middle of the field to the left-hand side of Rishi. Didn't get to him, but Chulu picks this one up first. Chulu up on the play. Goes to that near side backhand. The near side backhand there. Setting it up here now for Ryan Alajashi. Ryan under the neck. He goes with that one nicely now. Ryan back onto his own play here once again. Looking for the next shot once more. Does so. Gets the next shot, but it's left there for Paisa. And the ball just carrying out over the back line and being shouted out and protected by Paisa, so they're in possession of it once more and looking to make an attack from their own end is Paisa. Taps it forward. Goes under the neck with that one there, looking there for Gonzalo to sweep back onto, but marking him onto that one there is going to be Chulu. Takes it forward, sends the backhand, but it's going to fall for Chulu. Comes in, Paisa on the near side, but we get a whistle on the play. So let's see. On the replay here now, he took that one forward, sent a little backhand. Paisa's looking to pick it up on the near side, but Chulu looked like he's got himself established on that one nicely. And so we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Lamar, being teed up by Guerrero. Guerrero on the play here now. He drives, he shoots, he's looking for the one-time play, and straight through the goal it is. And a lovely goal there by Chulu Guerrero. Opening up the account here now for Lamar. With 45 seconds left on the clock, it's 1 goal it is to Lamar. So, Dixon lines the two teams up on the far side. Just looking for a bit of a gap. There's a little bit of bargee going on in there. So he just calls them to order. So ball into play again. Out it comes. Skews off out the line. First onto it is going to be Rishi. Good strong backhand by him, dropping the direction of play. But first to surface on it is going to be Chulu, though with him, of course, is going to be Santorina. Straightens it up. Gets another pull at that one there. The first hooter goes, and he sends that one up over the top there. Does Guerrero, letting that ball do the work, dropping down wide, but out on about the 30-yard line. But first onto it, trying to get onto that one there. Near side backhand comes in there by Paisa. Paisa, backhand now picked up there by Deco, but coming in front of him is Guerrero. We get a whistle on the play. So that there, ladies and gentlemen, will end Chukka number 1 with a score being 1 goal. It is to Lamar. And Bhansali still looking to open up their account. And so the players will leave the field and quickly change ponies before coming back out onto the field again. As Gonzalo is still having a chat with the umpires, we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So welcome back here now to our Polo line viewers. The two teams coming back out on the field to start chucker number 2. And it looks like that ball's been dropped down here now for a penalty 2. It's sitting on the 30-yard line. And so we'll have Bhansali retiring back behind the line. And let's see who's going to take this one here. Well, imagine it will be Chulu. And so just being teed up there by Chulu. As Bhansali will be back behind their line for the 30-yard penalty 2, undefended penalty. Guerrero coming up to this one here now. Comes in, strikes, he shoots, it's along the ground and through. It goes wide. Thought that had just snuck inside the right-hand goalpost, but it just went wide. So wide it is, so no score, so the score remains the same. 1 goal it is to Lamar. And to be brought in from the back line there by Paiser. First time hit, looking to send that one up forward there for Diko, but it's stolen away from him by Chulu. Chulu takes that deeper down his own territory. Just controlling that pony and takes that one away, but we get a whistle on the play. There's a little something going on behind. We've got a loose shoe as well. And so by Dixon, just explaining it there. It looks like this will get moved up here now for a 5B. As the Lamar player came off the line. And try to come back over onto it once more. So being teed up there by Gonzalo Santamarina. An opportunity here now for Bhansali. So Paiser hovering over the ball here now with Gonzalo. He goes up forward, leaving the ball here now for Gonzalo. We've got Manu off the field at the moment. I believe it was probably his pony that lost a shoe in that there. So he's just gone to change ponies. So Manu coming back onto the field here now. On some fresh legs there. And then we'll get this underway. So Gonzalo. Up onto the play here now. Comes up onto it. Taps it forward, brings it up there to Manu. Manu comes in on the attack. We get a whistle on that one there. And it looks like that ball is going to get moved up further forward by the way the umpires are moving. And possibly in front of the 30-yard line. Just a little bit too close. The umpire will stand where he is 30 yards forward. So he encroached that there, I believe it was. And they'll get this moved up here now for a penalty 3. A 40-yard penalty now. A lot closer here for Gonzalo to try and level these scores up. So Gonzalo, Santamarina teeing that ball up once more, but this time from the 40-yard line. Gonzalo taking a good long run up to this one here now. Normally strikes the ball very well indeed. See how he's feeling today. Gonzalo comes in, gets hold of that one there, but it looks like it's going to go wide and out to the left-hand side. It is. So the score still remains the same. 1 goal it is to Lamar. And a ball on the back line here now for Chulu Guerrero to bring into play. Chulu, underneath the neck he comes here now. Chulu. Guerrero taps it forward, up there to Bhansali. Show and go, and off he goes here now. At pace, out towards the clubhouse side. Checks up once more. He can hit this ball a long way. He just needs to find a little bit of a gap, and he does. He comes onto the inside here this time. Sends it up forward here now, looking for Alajaji or Mohamed Ali. Gets a hook there, does Paiza, and the backhand. Good strong backhand there by Paiza, setting it up here now, and pushed in onto that line. There is Gonzalo, who picks up the play. Gonzalo picks it up here now. Gonzalo, here's a little call out there, and he's got two orange shirts out there in front, and it is Rishi. Coming in behind is Diko. Diko in there, just decides to get a move on and keep Mohamed Khalid off out of that play. Can't get onto it in front of him there, and the ball gets kicked and pushed off out of the out over the back line. Now, was it off the pony or was it from a mallet? But I feel it was most probably off the pony there. And so, on the back line is once more here now for Chulu. Across the face of goal. Brings this one forward here now. Does Guerrero. Goes himself once again. And in pursuit there is going to be Rishi. Marking well there is Rishi. So he checks up. Turns back inside once more. Same game plan as previous. This time up the middle of the field it goes once more. They're looking for Mohamed Khalid. But onto it first and protecting the play there is Paiza. Paiza checks up, turns, comes back inside and comes away from the two players there. In comes Mohamed Khalid and also Ryan Alajaji to put the pressure on, but he gets that one away nicely here for Rishi. Couldn't quite pick that one up as the ball just had a little bit of a hop and a bounce, and Guerrero sends it back out towards the clubhouse once more. Onto it, gets called off it, does Mohamed Khalid. On the near side comes Manu, but it's going to be Santorino to come away from it here now. Santorino coming away from two players here now. Santorino looking to run this one all the way up past two. Couldn't take it any further, but coming onto it there is Manu Perez. Manu checks up, or got balked a little bit by the pony in front as well, but he manages to keep this ball moving forward and sends it out wide here this time. Couldn't pick it up there. Could Mohamed Khalid. Sent up once again there by Manu. Looks over his shoulder immediately to find who's trying to get onto this one. Is Mohamed Khalid in favor, looking for something out of that. Was Santorina. Pushes that one out a little bit wide. In comes Santorina onto the play. Takes a hook. Leaves the ball now for Diko. Diko on the play. Diko. In comes Chulu in between the two players here now and picks up the pieces here for Lamar. It is. Turns back inside. Gets hooked off out of it there by Diko. In there with Santorina, and Santorina looks like he's going to come up with the spoils here this time. Santorina down the boards he goes this time, looking there for Diko. Diko on the move, up the field he comes, but first back onto that one there is going to be Manu. Spoils the play, picked up now, good controlled shot there in towards the middle of the field there by Paiza. Paiza sends it forward once more. Paiza up onto the play, trying to get up onto that one. There's Mohamed Khalid, and we immediately get a whistle on the play. And let's see what we can see if they give us a replay of this one here, because it looked quite clear as we go to change ponies. Chulu's just looking for a little bit more on it, and he come across Paiza and then went onto it and tried to make another play on it, having already crossed in front of Ariel Ponzi. Really needed to let Paiza have the next play on that ball. And so as the players change, the ball's dropped down on the 40-yard line for a penalty 3 in favour of Bhansali, who will be looking to level up the scores. So Gonzalo back onto the field. Sorry, it's actually Rishi back onto the field first. Paiza's changed up, mounted, as is Gonzalo. And in fact, we have a penalty 2 rather. It's a 30-yard penalty. It's an undefended penalty here now. So Diko's on the ball here now. We also have Manu. Just warming his pony up. But he'll have to get back behind his line, because they've had a minute to change. And Mohamed Khalid is just changing his stirrups. So Gonzalo, Santorina up onto the play here now. Gonzalo comes in, he drives that one forward, and there it is, through the goal it goes, it bubbles away nicely there for Gonzalo Santorina, levelling up the scores here now, 1 goal apiece here in Chukka number 2. So over to the far side in front of the clubhouse once more. We will have Jason Dixon to line the two teams up once again. Ball into play. Mohammed Khalid in offside position. And it's now going to be Pizer. Pizer sends that one, turns on the great pony and sends that forward, looking for Gonzalo. But he's been well covered and marked out of it there by Guerrero. Guerrero's backhand, good, hard and strong. First onto it is going to be Rishi. Reciprocates with the backhand, changes the angle, changes the direction. Manu comes in. Here's the call. Wants to play the backhand, but Gonzalo's over that one there, as is Guerrero. But it's now Pizer. Leaves it now for Gonzalo. Gonzalo Santorina. He's got Dico going up forward, but he's just trying to find a little bit of space and dig the ball out forward so he can actually get a shot at it. And he gets told to use it. Use it he does, but it falls there for Guerrero. Guerrero takes Pizer onto his near side. Looks for the backhand, fizzes that one out nicely here for Manu. Manu up onto the play here now. First, trying to get onto that one there, and will do for sure, will be Rishi. Rishi, good backhand in towards the middle of the field. Onto it, here comes Gonzalo there with Manu. Gonzalo gets a better ride off and goes forward up onto this once more. Gets pushed and shoved off out of that play, but manages to retain possession. Does Gonzalo. Gonzalo gets pushed here, gets a big shove and a bump there by Guerrero, but he turns away from him, gets a little bit of space and opportunity made, but he shows a little bit too much of that one there to Manu, and the backhand comes in, trying to get onto it though. It is going to be Guerrero and Pizer coming in onto it, and we get a whistle on the play. Let's see what we can see on the replay here now. Did Pizer have that line? We can say there's a little bit of chop and change going on, and he sort of comes onto it and turns the ball, or starts to turn the ball as Pizer arrives at the party. And it looks like Pizer had got himself established on that line, and Guerrero found himself across it as he tried to make the turning play. And so the ball's dropped down here now for another penalty too. And in favour this time it is of Bhansali, being teed up by Rishi. So Rishi Bhansali to circle onto this one here now. At the walk, there's Lamar behind their line. Can do nothing but watch. Comes in, strikes that one nicely, and through the goal it goes there for Rishi Bhansali, and Bhansali Polo ending up being 2-1 here with a minute and a quarter left to play here in Chukka number 2. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. Nice penalty there by Rishi. Jason lines him up again. Ball into play at goal. It just was nearly coming out, but Manu picks that one up here. Backhand by Rishi, strong. Guerrero tries to pluck it out there. In come Mohammed Khalid, tries to have a bit of that one there. And it's Dico fishes that one forward, and a nice passing play out there for Santorina. Santorina going towards goal here now. Santorina, they're trying to get back to him, but the ball just bobbles unkindly. It's left there for Dico, and he goes with a big shot, and it goes wide out to the right-hand side. So the ball will be placed on the back line here now for Chulo Guerrero to bring it into play. For Lamar once more. Guerrero taps it forward, comes inside there of Rishi, checks up once more. Pushes that one out wide, out towards the clubhouse side, looking for Manu. Manu at pace on the far side. Picks that one up nicely on the halfway line, coming down just about the 60-yard line. Who's first up onto this one? The first two to goes, and it is Manu back on this ball, being pushed deeper and deeper into the corner there by Pizer. Pizer couldn't quite get the backhand off, and it's Manu. Checks up, turns, comes back away from the players, gets a nice bit of protection there from Chulu, who tucks in behind to pick up the play once more, but he's hooked off out of it there by Santorina, sent forward by Dico, but taken away from him though by Manu. Manu opens up a nice backhand there. He takes the man forward. He goes here now, avoids the hook onto his near side with Pizer in his pocket. Backhand. The second hooter goes, ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end. The second hooter, and it. In the wind, we're having a little bit of a problem hearing the hooter at that top end of the field, and it's about where I think it's about where Peter was, where it went, or just a bit closer to the 30. But he'll come back with a review, and as the players leave the field of play here at the end of Chukka number 2, the score is 2 goals to Bhansali, 1 goal to Lamar. So in the meantime, we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line.
Soy Martino Sandal, tengo 23 años. Siempre mi familia le gustó el polo. Mi viejo más que nada me dio esta pasión. Siempre luchándola un poco desde abajo, desde Córdoba. Y acá estamos. La verdad que es un sueño para mí esto. No, mis primeros pasos afuera fueron muy tranquilos con Sebastián Merlos, que me dio la oportunidad también. Metiéndole laburo, mucho laburo. Y bueno, gracias a Dios se me dio este contacto también y re contento. Me llamó Estevito en Panelo, que lo había conocido anteriormente en Estados Unidos. Me dijo un poco venir de piloto para acá y bueno, después fueron saliendo diferentes torneos que la verdad que es un lujo, un placer jugar para estos colores que son históricos. No, una experiencia única, la verdad que tremendo. Y un sueño para mí, viajar, a jugar, a que se me den estos torneos que no estaban por ahí tan planeados. La verdad que es un sueño y siempre voy a estar agradecido a Vindra y a Panelo y a todo lo que me dieron una mano, ahí a los chicos, a todos. En Argentina, cuando estoy en temporada, le meto a lo que más me sale. Siempre, bueno, el año pasado jugué una 20 con la Mariana, jugué 14, 10, de todos los niveles. No, bueno, hoy en día tenés unos maestros como Poroto, Barto, que son unos monstruos. Y bueno, después como por ahí, alguien que le llevo mucho, lo sigo mucho, es Sebastián Merlos, que me dio mucho aprendizaje hace 2 años que estuve con él y la verdad que me ayudó muchísimo.
It was very close indeed to that Bhansali goal, and so no doubt be starting off with a roll in from the inside out. So Dico just making his way back onto the field. So Dixon lines 2 teams up, he's underway, the ball's into play, back of the line now it is. Chulu picks this one up here now, being pushed and pressurised there by Dico all the time. Coming round onto the other side there, trying to steal it was Santorina, but flick forward there by Manu. Backhand comes in, trying to get round onto it as Dico. Dico sends this one out wide, looking for Santorina. Santorina tries to come onto that one there. Does so in front of Guerrero. He's on an absolute little flyer here, but Guerrero reckons he's got the pony to go with him on this one here. They come together and he keeps that ball moving forward nicely down the field here. Just checks up here onto this one, gets a bump and a ride off, but the ball's left in there behind. Who's next onto this one here? I think they're going to cancel each other out, and Dico comes onto it now, and the ball's left behind, and all coming onto that one. There is Chulo in front of Pisa, but now it's picked up by Santa Marina, and he's going goalward bound once again. Whoopa, big stop there by Guerrero. Goes in, looks for a play, goes with the play, hits the ball, and it comes off the pony, but it's picked up by Guerrero, and he sends this one out over the top, looking for Manu, but going back with him at pace is Pisa. Pisa gets the better of that one there. No, he doesn't. He leaves it behind now, and it is going to be Manu, in turn, leaves it for Guerrero. Guerrero, bring it forward once again. Looking for the man to clear, does so, sends this one up high, over the top of the players. Looking for this to come down is Pisa and Manu. Pisa picks it up on the near side, keeps it honest, but it looks like Manu's going to get the better of it. Here's the call for the backhand, doesn't get it. This couldn't pick it up cleanly, could Pisa, but it's now picked up by Guerrero. Guerrero makes a turn away there from Santa Maria. In comes Manu to try and help him out with this, isn't as needed. Takes the man, leaves it for Manu coming forward. Dico comes in with the hook, but Manu going goalward bound here now. Manu Perez trying to weave his way through the traffic here onto the near side. Looks to try and make the shot, but unfortunately, in weaving his way through the traffic, was unable to get the clear shot that he was looking for. The ball goes wide. So, on the back line it is once more. 2-1's the score. 5 minutes left to play here in Chukka number 3. Pisa taps it up forward. Tries to send this one up here, sends it a little bit further there, the Santorina up for Rishi. Rishi up onto the play, bouncing ball, picks it up. Can he get the next one off? Couldn't quite get that one cleanly, but it's going to be Guerrero being pressurised there by Santorina. Sends the big backhand back around the tail in there for Manu, but first onto it is going to be Paiser. Paiser takes the hook, he carries it forward, and Paiser might be able to pick up the spoils. No, Manu comes back onto it. He gets a bit tangled up with that one there, and Paiser comes and clears it up a little bit here now for Bhansali Polo, but first the surface, covering that ground well there, of course, is going to be Guerrero, but it's picked up there by Santarina. You see him checking both hands, comes, straightens himself back up onto it once more, gets the ball on the top of the bounce here and sets sail up the field, and he's up and past and away there from Guerrero. He's going goalward bound, just has to check that pony up, and it couldn't carry it any further there. The pony just getting a little bit heavy on him here, and we just end up, Guerrero just calls the attention to the umpire there. I think maybe he's just got a little bit of a tack issue or something with the pony. He's got a Pelham, so maybe it's a curb chain issue that's just popped off, because you saw him going for the check and wasn't an awful lot home, so he'll come off the field here now. And we'll call that a free change. It's got a Pelham there, and it looked like it has popped off by the angle of the Pelham from what I could see. So a good bit of sporting play there by Chulu. And so teams quickly changing ponies here now. They'll have to get back out onto the field, and we'll decide what the umpires will do when they... And in fact, no, it wasn't stopped for that. Chulu stopped because it had nothing to do with the pony whatsoever. Apparently it was a broken ball, there was a damaged ball, but it was rather convenient there for Santa Marina, as he was trying to get back round into the play. So, two teams coming back out on the field here now to get chugger number 3 underway once again. So waiting for Mohammed Khalid and Ryan to come back onto the field. So the team's just milling around there. It looks like Peter Wright's picked the ball up, and he'll possibly be lining these two teams up. Players have to get themselves back on the field. Here to play polo. So two teams line up here now. Ball gets bowled into play, and of course, a very sportsmanlike manner indeed. They leave it there for Lamar, as Lamar were in possession of the ball at that point in time. He drives, he shoots, he sends this one up the field looking for Al-Ajaji. You see Paiser being kept off it there by Manu. Al-Ajaji up onto the play. He yields off, does Paiser, and goes up forward, up onto the play. Tries to steal that one away there. Does Ryan in front of him, checks up, turns, comes back inside, and comes onto it once again. It is Manu, and we get a whistle on the play. So, you can just see here, you see, he turns, he has control of it, he tries to come in and steal it, and the ball is played. Line seems to be facing towards us here at Polo line, a little bit more than straight up and down the field, so we end up with the ball being placed down here now for a 5B in favour of Bhansali. So, Gonzalez Santarina to bring it into play. Taps it forward, comes up forward here now. Goes with a driving shot and puts that one straight over the top. Looking for Paiser, but who's going to surface this first? The ball's just carried all the way and out over the back line it goes. So it connects with that ball very well indeed, but it just went to the left. Guerrero. Brings it into play for Lamar. Dummies one way, comes the other way, goes by himself, out there towards clubhouse side. Who's first round? And it's going to be Bhansali, gets round up onto that one first. Rishi on the play here now, gets ridden off and claims it back again. There does Guerrero. Guerrero being hassled now, this time by Santa Marina. Santa Marina looks to come away with it. Santa Marina does so. He's got the two big guns either side of him. He checks up and comes forward. Show and go. The ball comes up into the end. They're looking to pluck that one out and through the goal. Under the belly it goes there for Santa Marina. Says, thank you very much indeed. I'll take that indeed. I certainly will do. Taking the score now, 3 goals in his head of Bhansali, 1 goal to Lamar. You can see the ball went pop right up into the air, and they're all looking for that one there, and it just drops down, and we have the ball put away there by Gonzalo Santarina. So in front of us here at Polo line, the ball will be thrown into play once more there by umpire Wright. Right, bowls that ball into play. Into play it is, looking for that one there, is Deco. But it's sent underneath the neck there by Alijaji. There's a swarm of orange shirts going back to it. Onto the near side goes Paiza looking after Guerrero. Picked up there by Manu. Couldn't find that play. He's turning in front there of Santarina as he comes in onto the play. And let's see what the umpires decide. So what can we see on the replay? So he's dismounted and just checking the pony. So we're going to have a quick chat with the umpires. Interesting looking to actually change the pony, but still canters off. And we'll have a green hit, it looks like here now, the way Orange are going. Not even a controlled swing, a fairly formidable swing in through the melee. So Peter Wright just explained that to Gonzalo. As Manu quickly goes down the bottom end, changes there with Ryan Alijaji. So all back on the field here now. And players called for Chulu Guerrero. Chulu on the play here now. Goes with the first time play, gets checked and stopped there, or half stopped there by Santarina. Picking it up on the meat though, there will be Paiza. Paiza picks this one up, pulls it wide there, checks up there in behind Guerrero, looking for a man to go forward, yields off, leaves it unfortunately behind, and in comes Manu. He gets hooked off out of it, and picking up the pieces once again is Paiza. Here's the call there, letting him know his man's there, so he goes under the neck and sends it up here now for Santarina. But with him there, of course, is going to be Guerrero. Guerrero hits that ball and into the pony it goes once more. And the whistle on the play. So on that replay there, you see Guerrero appeared to be all right. Stayed straight. And the ball straight into his pony. And so therefore we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Lamar. And it will be Chulu Guerrero to bring it into play once again. Chulu taps it forward. This time unloads it up over the top, up the front door there. Looking for it to come down, near side play. Couldn't pick that one up, could Paiza. But it's going to be Perez just to pick it up. Backhand, nice backhand there by Abduladijo. But it's picked up by Ryan Alijaji. Alijaji looking for the next shot. Comes in onto that one there and straightens it up here now for Mohamed Khalid. Mohamed Khalid, again looking for a very acute neck shot indeed, but it looks like that one's going to travel out over the back line before he can get to it. And out over the back line it goes, so the ball will be placed down on the back line here now, once again, for Bhansali to bring into play. And it'll be Paiza for Bhansali. Brings it up forward. Gonzalo going out there towards the clubhouse side, but he's gone straight up the middle of the field here now. And coming up onto this one here now is Santarina with Guerrero. Guerrero comes in with the backhand out there, trying to get onto that one there will be Paiza first in front of Manu, checks up, picks up the play here, the Santarina. So dummies the backhand, in fact left the whole thing behind, and it's now going to be Guerrero to pick it up here once again. Guerrero just looking for a little bit of space. In comes Paiza, spoils that play. Who's first round onto it? It was Santarina, but he's been pressurized there, or was, by Chulu. Brings it up forward all the time. You see Manu is just looking after it. The first two to goes, and it is Santarina sends this one up over the front door here now, looking for Paiza, but first onto it will be Manu Perez. Manu checks up, turns, looks to come back inside there of Paiza. Paiza on the flyby. Gets it stolen off him there by Santarina, but Chulu's in there to tidy up once again here now for Lamar. Chulu down the far side, gets hooked, managed to keep possession, but the ball ends up on the boards. It's left for Manu. Manu in good support play for Chulu and Lamar. He comes off, takes the ride off, and there goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end. Chukker number 3, with the score being 3 goals it is to Bhansali, and 1 goal it is to Lamar. And whilst the players quickly change, we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here now for our 4th and possibly final chukker in our second match here this afternoon, the UAE Federation Cup 2024. This game is between Lamar and Bhansali, and you can see they're on the screen. We're having a great game of polo here, and we have in chukker number 1, Lamar had scored the 1 goal, but a good strong chukker there by Bhansali in chukker number 2, putting 2 unanswered goals on the field and 1 more unanswered goal in chukker number 3. So after chukker number 3, the score was 3 goals to 1 in favour of Bhansali. So the 2 teams are lined up on the far side where they just ran out of time, and it'll be umpire right to bowl this ball back into play. Into play it is. Front of the line out there. Mohammed Khalid looking for that one there. Checks up, turns back inside. Pies are looking for it as well. They're all huddling around there in the melee. Comes away with his Deco. Deco, his ball showed too much of that one there for Manu Perez, who went on the near side. Now back onto his stick side. Here is Manu. He knows he's got Gonzalo and Pies out in front, keeps it short, looks to see who's behind. Here's the call, does so, tries to send that one in there for Mohammed Khalid. Gets back onto the play once more. He's being swamped there by the orange shirts there of Bhansali, looking to get onto it, just flicks that one away. Nice play by him, goes with a shot in towards goal, but just gets a bit too much from an acute angle on it, and it goes across the face of goal and wide, but good skills there being shown by Manu Perez. So, the ball's on the back line here now for Bhansali's. Ariel Ponzi to bring into play. Paisa taps it forward here now. Holmes that shoulder up. A weighted pass out towards the side, looking to get back onto his own play. Does so. This time, gives that ball the bomb and sends it up the front door there, looking for Richie. Going back with him is Mohammed Khalid, but Deco onto this one here first. No, it was Rishi. I thought Deco was going to slip in there and clear the man away. Was Rishi, but it's now on the boards. Deco, high lofted ball up the front there, looking for Santarina. Santarina going with a neck shot, puts that one across the face of goal, and it just goes short of goal. And wide, didn't have a lot of goal to have a look at there. So the ball's on the back line here now for Lamar to bring the ball back into play, and we just have a whistle on the play there. It looks like we've got a player on the far side there just dismounting. And I think it's actually Rishi dismounting as Jason takes his pony. So I'm not quite sure exactly what happened to poor Rishi in there. Maybe he got a bit of a clobber in that melee behind the scenes of things. We've got the ambulance coming along to see if we can get him sorted out with the magic spray. Well, by the looks of it, he's probably clonked something on his leg. Or maybe it's his back he's just tweaked. So we'll just have a slight pause here now. You see Ariel Ponzi just there with him, of course. And by the looks of it, he's probably tweaked his back by the way he's rolling from side to side. So he just stretches himself out and tries to relieve what's possibly a bit of a spasm. Yep. Lower down on the left-hand side, I would say, because that's where he's having a feel for. And we all know how debilitating it is, and he's sort of trying to explain. So Rishi's just mounting back up again. Got 5:20 on the clock here now in chucker number 4. And Paiza walks back over to pick his pony up. And it looks like he's Manu's just been helping him out there. So Paiza will look to mount up. He's just going to stand there with him. Hopefully the pony will stand still. It's just spinning on him a little bit. Can't quite get the opportunity to get his foot in the pedal. This time he does. Into the plate, and the ball's on the back line again. Hopefully Rishi's okay and can grimace through the rest of this chucker. So Guerrero brings this one off the back line for Lamar. Gonzalo goes under the neck, sends that one directly up the middle of the field here this time now, looking for Mohamed Khalid. Mohamed Khalid going back there with Paiza. Picks this one up here, does Mohamed Khalid, pushes that one a little bit wide, couldn't quite pick up the next one there, and it is going to be Paiza, sends the tail backhand, the backhand there, looking for Rishi. In onto him now. Rishi had possibly a near side play, but Manu coming in on the stick side, picks this up here now. Manu faces towards goal, yields off, leaves it for Guerrero, takes the hook, comes back to break possession once again, comes round there. The side of Paiza comes back inside, and on the meet comes Gonzalo, and you got an umpire directly on that line. He said yes, this time he was clean, and off he goes up the field, up over the halfway line. Manu and Guerrero going back for him, and it is going to be Gonzalo Santamarina just hovering over the top of his pony there, checks up, picks it up on the near side and puts it away on that near side. Has to make the knee-jerk reaction shot on the near side, but it's no bigger task there, or certainly not too big a task there for Gonzalo. He's just hovering over the ponies there and just goes out there, but puts the ball on his stick, on his near side, goes with the strike of the near side and puts it through the goal. So the two teams are lined up here now, looking for which side they need to be on. So it's 4-1 it is to Bhansali. Ball into play, out the back of the line now. Takes that one there, does Gonzalo. Steals that one away, does Guerrero. Guerrero. Once again, Guerrero. Straight himself up onto it here now. Guerrero. Good long high drive by him there. Up the field it goes. First to surface on it though. Looks like it is going to be Paiza. In comes Mohamed Khalid looking for the backhand. Does Paiza and gets that one off nicely. Quickly onto that one there. Comes Abdullah. Abdullah's ball now picked up here by Guerrero. Guerrero turns back inside, comes the other way. Show and go here now by Chulu. Chulu up on the move. Chulu looks over his shoulder because he knows he's got Deco coming back at him. Keeps on to that one there and kept straight on it. Chulu changing the line on that one from where we can see. And the good backhand there, setting it up there from Deco up here for Santa Marina. Santa Marina coming back onto it. Manu trying to get back in pace, but cheekily Santa Marina's just looking at him and he just flicks that one to the side there for Paiser. Paiser just a stick and ball this one. Oh, he's just over the top of that one slightly, but he's just going to flick it one more time and through the goal it is. Nice work between these two guys there. All the time you've got Santa Marina just looking over his shoulder. And we can see on the replay here now, he left that one nicely for Paiser. The ball just hopped up, but he took it forward once more and through the goals. So goal number 5 there on the board there for Bhansali. 5 goals it is to Bhansali. 1 goal to Lamar, and the two teams leave the field of play here now. To change ponies, well, those that have the luxury to do so, the whistle blows, so they have a minute to get back out in the field before the ball will most probably be thrown back into play. So the two teams going back out on the field here now. Manu with Ryan as well, already mounted and back onto the field. Paiser just having a quick chat there with Gonzalo, it looks like. So the two teams need to get themselves lined up here as that clock is tick-tocking down. And so the two teams line up here. Goffard manages to get himself in there. Ball gets bowled into play. Into play it is. Santa Marina already out the back of the line out, shadowing and covering. Guerrero goes onto it first once again. Sends it forward, does Guerrero, but onto this one here now will be Paiser. Just looking over his shoulder all the time just to see what's going on here now with Manu. Comes up onto it. Here it does. Rishi. Rishi gets hooked off at it. Guerrero looks to try and pick it up, but it's going to be Gonzalo who fizzes that one up forward here now for Deco. Deco on the move. Deco straightens this one up. Ryan Alashaji trying to get back there to him. Comes forward once again, does Deco, and he flicks it once more. Has it got enough on it to take it all the way? All the way it goes. And a lovely goal there by Abdullah Deco. See on the replay here now, fizz that one up and Abdullah got away. Ryan's coming back on an absolute little speed machine. He got the hook in or near as, but there was enough momentum on that ball to carry it through the goals. So back to the middle of the field it is once more on the score here now. 6 goals it is to Bhansali and 1 goal to Lamar. So two teams lining up there on umpire right. Lines lined up, ball into play, skews off out here now, looking to get that with Santa Marina, gets hooked off out of it, tries to pick it up again, but this time coming on is Paiser there with Guerrero. Let's see what the umpires unpick out of this one here now. Guerrero just having to look after both of those players at the back there, and so you see the ball comes out and slipping onto that one quickly onto his near side and trying to drag it forward again once more. And it looks like we have a penalty from the halfway line, from midfield penalty. And that will be in favour of Lamar. Still within the right of way there was Guerrero onto the line, and Paiser just trying to sneak in underneath and steal it away, but the umpires drop down a 5B for Lamar. And it is Chulu sends that one forward. Couldn't cut that one out of the play, could Deco, but it's up there for Manu. Manu up onto it here, there with Paiser. Manu checks up, comes forward, tries to break away from the play, gets hooked off out of it. The ball falls here though for Chulu. Chulu comes in and tries to put that one underneath Santa Marina, and he straightens himself up this time. Santa Marina plays back. The backhand, we get a whistle on the play. So you see, just having to use all the nous that they have there, and he just comes in onto it, taps it one more time, and Gonzalo comes in and plays that backhand, but still obstructing the way there. Hadn't really cleared enough for Chulu, and so the ball's dropped down here from the spot for a spot penalty here now in favour of Lamar. Comes into it and thumps that one through, taking the score now. Here is 2 goals it is now to Lamar, 6 though to Bhansali, and some 35 seconds left on the clock. So the two teams come back towards the middle of the field here now. And so the ball gets bowled into play. Off comes Manu out to the line out here now. Going back with him is Santamarina. Santamarina pushing him wide up off that one. Looking for the near side backhand. Gets it strong. Quickly round up onto it though. Is Pizer. Pizer onto it. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen. That there will end our second match here in the UAE Polo Federation Cup here this afternoon at the Polo Equestrian Club. So the two teams will congratulate and thank each other with the final score running out. Bhansali 6, 2 goals to Lamar. And so we'll just go to a quick little recap and we'll go chucker by chucker first. And after chucker number 1, it was 1 goal there in favour of Lamar. 2 goals there for Bhansali though after chucker number 2. They scored 1 more goal, making it 3-1 at the end of chucker number 3. And at the end of chucker number 4, 6 goals to 2, running out the winners, Bhansali Polo. And now we'll just go to a few of the best goals there for those who are watching on Polo Line. And then we'll come to the stats. And so this one here now, that was popped up into the air, and Gonzalo just says, thank you, I'll take that one if you don't mind, and under the belly he goes, and straight through the goal it is. And this is Gonzalo right at the end there. You see just hovering over the pony. He did get onto his near side, but his near side play picked it up on the bounce and through the goal. Beautiful goal there by Gonzalo Santamarina. This one here, Deco. Deco coming back. You see Ryan coming back to him, tries to get the hook in, the pressure was on. He didn't manage to get the cleanest shot, the last shot, but there was enough momentum on that to carry it all the way through. And so let's just go to a few stats here now of this match. The final score being 6 goals to 2 in favour of Bhansali of Lamar. Field goals 4 for Bhansali, none for Lamar. Throw-ins 4 to 7. You see Lamar control most of the throw-ins. Fouls committed pretty even, Stevens, 8 to 7. Penalties 2 from 3, and 2 from 3 again there for Lamar. And there were no corners and no yellow cards there in the match. So that was a nice clean match here for our second game this afternoon. And so, ladies and gentlemen, from myself, Adam Snowden, and Polo Line, we look forward to you tuning in tomorrow for our next game in the UAE Federation Cup. We'll